This weekend will be my second ever artist alley. I've got Animaga this weekend, and it's looking like it's going to be a pretty busy convention. It's an anime convention in Melbourne that I've never attended before, but they've sold out of passes for the Saturday and their weekend passes. So I think it'll be quite a different experience to my first artist alley. But it's Friday, so I'm going to go set up tonight. So let's go. Go. No, do it again. Go on.
Members can take off their high-vis vests. Staff members can take off their high-vis vests. And the convention will officially open at 10 a.m. in 24 minutes. 24 minutes until Animaga 2024 event officially begins.
Any thoughts on today? That's very helpful, thank you. Tapping. I guess I just drove home in a lightning storm. I did this makeup like 12 hours ago or something, and it hasn't been touched since. That's not to say that I'm not looking rough. But that's also just exhaustion, lack of sleep, bad lighting, etc. However, before I go shower, eat, collapse for the weekend, after also apparently driving home through a lightning storm rain situation. Thanks, Melbourne. Yeah, let's just quickly wrap up the weekend, I guess. I will say that the Saturday of Animaga was looking pretty dismal. My sibling sold a bunch of earrings, but I did not make a huge amount of sales. And there seemed to be a general consensus amongst a lot of artists that not much was selling. It was also just a really weird vibe, including things like people were like lined up outside and they couldn't get back inside because they were told the venue was like over capacity, even though a lot of areas inside the convention actually felt quite quiet. But I think it's also because there were other events happening in that same building on Saturday, and the things that might usually sell for people were not selling. Like, this was only my second convention, so I don't have a lot to go off, but even compared to that weekend, it was, yeah, very different, weird vibe. And I wasn't even on track to cover table, let alone any other expenses. However, Sunday did go better. And so I can say that I have covered all of my expenses for the weekend, like table and other expenses, so that's all good. In saying that, like, it does show how much less I sold, because I was in a similar boat for Metro, but the expenses for Metro were a lot higher. And Metro was a lot quieter a convention. Like, this was a lot busier in comparison. There was a lot more people. However, there were also over 400 tables in the artist alley. The artist alley was a very ridiculous size, which I imagine, and like, I imagine that oversaturation could have been a contributing factor, as well as just like the exhaustion of trying to look through that many tables. I know I certainly missed a lot of tables having very quick passes because there were just so many. So yeah, like, I'm I'm just happy that I covered my costs, right? And at the end of the day, I'm just really chuffed that I'm finally doing this thing I've always wanted to do, right? Like, I've always wanted to table at an artist alley, and it's taken me until my 30s that I had like the confidence to be able to do that, to be able to put myself out there in that way and stuff. So, and I also, you know, I didn't lose any money doing it. Like, this is only the second time I've ever tried to physically sell my art in any capacity. So like, I'll still take that as a win, right? And I had a good weekend. A lot of people I know went to the convention or were tabling at the convention. I got to meet a bunch of new people, including a bunch of other artists and stuff like that. So I had a good weekend, and especially because I'm also just a big con goer in general. I always have been for many years. I go to a lot of conventions. I really enjoy spending weekends at conventions. So like, in that respect, I saved money, because if I wasn't tabling, I would have had to pay for a ticket to attend the convention. So technically I've saved money by tabling, if you think of it that way. So yeah, so I'm definitely not in a position where I've like made profit at these conventions, but I'm not out of pocket, and more than likely I would have spent at least one day at the convention anyway, because I like attending conventions. So, and yeah, and I'm finally doing this thing I always wanted to do. And I also, yeah, got to meet other artists. I did some art trades, got some cute stuff. There are other little nice moments, like someone was giving out cranes to, like little paper cranes to artists, and a few little things like that. So even though Saturday was kind of a weird vibe, overall it was a good weekend. And my sibling also got to walk away with a profit for their earrings they sold, so. My bestseller was still small bees, although I did sell less of them. And otherwise, like, second to that was my Pride Pigs and my reusable sticker books. I did sell some of those on Sunday as well. Also, special mention to my Lala print as being the most commented on thing at my table. The amount of people who would walk past or even just stop in front of the table just to be like to whoever they were with, oh my god, Teletubbies, look, Teletubbies. And one person actually bought the print, which made me very happy inside. I actually have it, hold up. There's my Lala, except that one's written all over, but it made me very happy that someone bought me the Lala print, and it was just, yeah, the thing that people commented on the most, so. But yeah, gosh. Yeah, I haven't had much sleep this weekend, and I've also been wearing this very tight wig situation all day. Like, this is a long, heavy wig, but also to keep it sitting right, I've got this bandana tightly tied on my head. Again, I've been wearing this for almost 12 hours or something. So I seem a little loopy. That's why. But yeah, I'm still gonna take this as a win overall, for the experience, for the fact I'm not out of pocket, for the fact I'm doing something cool that I've always wanted to do, for the fact I attend conventions anyway, I'm getting to meet new people, have that personal validation that people are actually buying my stuff, even if there were factors meaning that profits will lower at this convention in particular. But a lot of artists seem to be having very similar feelings about this convention. At the end of the day, I'm vibing. I'm vibing. I have one more event coming up this year. I'm going to be selling at KiCon Melbourne in November. That's in November. But yeah, otherwise we'll see what happens with my art. I'll have to think about what else I want to do with it, things I want to make, all that kind of stuff. Let me know if there's something in particular that you think I should do. I know someone asked me today if I make Monster High art. And like, looking at my art, yes, that makes sense. My style and my general vibe of being a very pink table. Yes, you would expect I might be someone who draws Monster High. However, my Monster High phase was 10 years ago. So all the Monster High art I drew was 10 years ago when I first started digital art. And I would not recommend looking at that. But yeah, that's the thing I might do. I have always liked Monster High. I just think the design's really cute, and I love drawing monster girls. I have my own Monster Girl original characters and stuff too. I guess that's gonna be it for this little vlog. I don't even know if I'm being coherent. It's that time of the Sunday evening, right? But yeah, I'll be at KaiCon in November, and otherwise I'll be around the webs. I'll be around at Melbourne events doing content things, etc. I will be at PAX as a content creator, and otherwise I'll just see you next time. TT Fun, Stazzy out. Are we ready? 12 wigs, 12 hours of tight wig on head. Yep, that's a look, right? Yep.